Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Wilson now off the bootleg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Detroit! Gone!
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
No. Check. Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
Play action. It's Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this, a fake? Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sean Lee. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Detroit! Detroit!
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch him now, Barney, Barney! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. First and goal. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On second down, here's Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 48 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
Jackson on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On first down, Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
Hey, four down, four down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. You got motion there. You.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing is Wilson. He's going to fire one, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And the Rams getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You got four. You got four. Out.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Come on, let's go.
Wilson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run. It's Hilliard. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing on first down. Wilson rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it. In the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Detroit! Detroit!
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
4 down, 4 down. Mike 50, Mike 50.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Wilson on second down. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
That boy's got four down.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Leopard, Leopard. Leopard, Leopard. Leopard, Leopard.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit. Hot, hot.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Leopard, Leopard.
Jackson to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He was looking for Watkins that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Set. Move.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for L.A., their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road.
you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still feel me, kiss to death, rep protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, rep protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? Your warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm. T-O-N-Y. Top of New York with a pitchfork.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out anywhere till a million ain't matter. Got like and it can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that. 50 million, you died to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like a Black Panther weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a homie and a half a. Blame me by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled